Okay. Lashings of Heinz tomato ketchup. And there we have 2 delicious cheeseburgers with onion. Welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony and Bruce. It's been a while. It's been 8 weeks, I think. And it's good to be out, but the weather is coming in. We're by the beach, very noisy beach. There's a lot going on, a lot to discuss, but first of all I need to get a camp set up. So I need to get the tent set up. I'm gonna put the tent here next to the truck. Got the awning, set that up over top of it, and hopefully we'll be snug in here, and then I'll do my cooking at the back here. So first things first is Bruce is hassling me because he wants his treat, don't you? So let's get Bruce a treat. And the wind is howling. You're probably picking it up on the microphone. Not much I can do about it. It's really strong, the wind. But it's meant to die down. When? I don't know. Wow. There you go, Brucey. Come on. Good boy. Okay, let's get the tent done. It's so windy. It'd be good to get the tent set up so that I can just get out of the wind. So we've got the North Face Wawona 4. It's a mega tent. I don't know if you can see Bruce lying down here having his treat, but he's just next to me here. Oh, hang on, there, having his pig's ear. So there's a few vehicles you're going to see coming past. It's not like my normal camp. This whole area has been devastated by a big storm that happened about just over a month ago, and they're trying to repair all the damage. So just during the day there's some trucks that you'll see going past. And as you can see behind me up there, some rain clouds coming this way. Got to get the camp set up before they get here. Sorry if I'm shouting. It's just the wind. And it's a bit chilly. It's not cold, but it's chilly. Okay. I might have to peg this down. And here comes the rain. Right, Brucey, just mind out. Sorry, Bruce. Right, I can always move the truck to line it up properly if I have to afterwards. Let's just get it set up. If I can remember how to do it. It's been a long time since I've used this tent. Okay. So we'll just peg the back down first. Right. I don't know if you can hear the cows, they're quite loud. Making this look harder than it needs to be. Come on. Okay. Wow, the wind is so strong. This is difficult to set up. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be in the wind. Persevere. All right. you can take the pegs out of the ground sheet now. And then adjust the tent a bit. Tighten it up. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so now I've got to get the fly on and then guy it out to stop it collapsing. I have no idea where the doors or anything are. It's never clear on North Face tents, never clear what's front and back. So this looks like the front. Yep, wrong way round. Right, let's do it again. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, there's a couple of toggles at the back that you attach to. This wind is going to be a really good test of this tent. See how it holds up. Okay, you strap it to the frame. Okay, so yeah, I'm just strapping it down to the frame. Oh, I hope you can hear me. Alright, so I could guy this out right now, which would probably help, so I'll do that. Every seat. I'm probably going to have to move the truck away a bit. Let's get the other pole in first. It goes in the front. I've just put the camera out of the wind. Okay. So the pole goes through a sleeve inside, which I should have done before I put the rain fly on, but doesn't matter. Okay, see what I mean? The sleeve inside. Okay, now it's probably going to hit the car. Yep, 100% going to hit the car. 2 people. You need 2 people for this, really. Alright, not bad. Okay, we're on. Right, let's peg this down. Yeah, definitely gonna have to move the truck. Woo. Oh man. This is a nightmare to do by yourself. Sorry for the arse shot. Alright. It looks pretty good. Let's go around and hammer everything in. Of course, I don't know what I've done with my hammer. And it's probably on the film that the hammer's under the tent, so let's go and find it. What have I done with the hammer, Bruce? Yep, I see it. Under the tent. Woo, okay. These pegs are not going to go anywhere. Monster-sized pegs. Right. Let's tighten the cover up. Ooh. I'm going to put quite a few guys out at the back here. 2 to start with, and then the sides. Alright, not bad. Oh yeah, proper pegs and a proper hammer. Could be worse, it could be chucking down with rain at the same time. Okay, there's a strap that I've got to just put here. This is going to need to be completely strapped down, as rigid as possible. Hey, you know what? That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Now you might be thinking, why didn't I just park the truck directly behind the tent to act as a wind block? Well, tonight I might do that, you never know. But I want to come out here, I want to cook here, and then sit there and look out and enjoy myself. So do I need to move the truck? Okay, Bruce needs water. You see what I mean about the trucks coming past? Just for the next couple of hours and that's it. Okay, plenty of water for Bruce. Okay, what next? Well, I was going to put the awning up. Don't know. It's so windy that I only need the awning if it's going to start raining. But I need to sort the sides out. I need to guide the sides down, definitely. Because look at that, it's blowing in so hard. So let's get that done now. So these pegs with this hammer are weapons, and they go through rock, stone, everything. Definitely going to move the truck. So I'm going to move the truck a meter over just to give myself some more space. Okay, that's better. Give myself more space, guy stuff out. Alright, need to do the same on the other side. Okay, fingers crossed that holds. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, there are a lot of sandflies. It's very windy, but there are a lot of sandflies. So they're congregating in the front here. So I need to get my thermocell lit up, get that inside just to put the sandflies off a bit as well. And then the next thing is, do I put the awning out? That's the big thing. And if I do, what angle do I do it at? I'll come back to you once I've worked that out. Alright, yep, I'm going to put the awning out. And I'm going to put it here and then put the windbreak at the end of it. So that gives me this little area. I can come around here to cook when I need to, but it gives me a little porch area here as well. Alright, let's get the awning done. Now, I need to work out how to put the poles down, so the end one can definitely go down. And then I've got this windbreak here as well, but I don't want to do that until I've got the poles down and got this thing secured. Oh man. Okay, I need to guide this down. Oh, and just like that, not an ounce of wind. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's get some more poles out, just in case there's a big downdraft. Got poles everywhere. Wow, that is nice now. In fact, I might just move this out of the way. This guy line. So I'm not tripping over it the whole time. Whew. Okay, looking good. So I can guy the tarp down as well. But right now, I don't think it's worth it. I think we'll be okay. All right, thermocell. Okay, if you've never seen these before, thermocells. Let me just adjust the screen here. They get rid of mozzies. And you've got a pad in there that you replace after 4 hours. You've got butane cartridge that ignites, heats up, and that drives them away. Alright, lit. That'll take a few minutes to start giving something off. Okay, Okay, so this windbreak at the end, that's obviously got the most pressure against it. But that's what it's designed to do. It's not going anywhere. Very, very rigid. Oh, it's so calm in this spot. So calm. I think we're good. Even if it rains, we're good. Okay, we need to start unloading stuff. Got my chair. My king camp folding table. Let's get that set up straight away. Alright. Table set up. Now I'll tell you what else I've got. I've got some bug spray that I'm going to coat the tent with. This is Tropical Strength Aero Guard Body. It's got DEET in it, it's very strong. So basically you just spray it all over the front of the tent. Watch. There's sandflies on there now. Sandflies are like mosquitoes, but it's much smaller. That just gets rid of them. And then you put it on yourself. Okay. Now my chair. Hey, Brucey. Oh. There's a bit of your pig's ear wrapper there. Right. Another item to test is this bed by King Camp and Bruce's dog bed. So let's get those in. See how that goes. Oh, I absolutely love this tent. Right. We'll get Brucey's bed in there first. There you go, Brucey. Is that your bed? Is that yours? Is that nice? All right, let's have a look at this King Camp bed. See what this is like. Oh, that's heavy. Now, I've not used this yet, so I'm excited to try it. All right, which way do I want to sleep? All right. That's nice. It's got a big pocket. This will be my head end. And it's got an elevated bit. Let's make sure I'm on flat ground. Yep, it's all good. Okay, it works well. Whew. Tell you what, now that I'm out of the wind, I'm roasting. I'm gonna have to strip off. That's better. Now I've got to spray myself again. Ah, that's disgusting stuff. Alright, next thing is I need to set up my Starlink. So to do that, I need the EcoFlow up and running. The EcoFlow battery bank, which is what I'm going to be using to cook on tonight as well. Alright, I've got food for dinner. Okay, so I've got two EcoFlow units with me. One is the extra battery and one is the main unit, this one. So I don't want to keep unplugging it. So I want to put this somewhere and then that's it, not to have to touch it again. let me work that out and I'll come back to you. Okay, I've got the EcoFlow in the back of the truck here. So as I said, I've got two systems set up here. I've got the main one. They're both 2 kilowatt hours, and when you combine them you can get a surge of I think 4,000 watts. So I'm going to crank it up, just push the button at the front. Okay, they're both on, both registering 100%. Okay, now this is actually charging this up a little bit. I guess it's just topping it up to 100%. Okay, then I need to plug the Starlink in the back and set that up. And I'll probably run the cable for that out the side here and over there. So let's get that done. And people have asked me before, why do I go camping and take all this? And there is no mobile signal here. My wife is alone at home and I need to stay in touch with her. Emergencies, we've had all sorts of weather events and things happen. Okay, so that's the router. And then plug in. Carefully plug in this length of cord into here. Okay. Stand locks that into place. All right, let's go and position this somewhere away from the truck. Okay, that'll do. All right, go and plug this into the router. Man, I tell you what, it's so windy. You just forget how windy it is being tucked in here. Okay, so this just plugs in the bottom. All right, and that plugs into the back of the Starlink. Keep it nice and neat. Have the whole lot in there. And the router in. Well, the router can go in there as well. Right, so that plugs into the back of the sockets. And I'm hoping when I close this window, this cable won't be an obstruction to it. Let's try it. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so plug that in to the back. All right, make sure the light's on. Yep. Okay, and then we just wait about 10 minutes and the Starlink will do its thing. But the whole point there was that the EcoFlow gives me that ability, and this will charge it for hours. It will keep it running for a day easily. All right, what next? So I've got a fridge with me, so I need to plug the fridge into here as well. So I'll bring the fridge out, keep it out here. Actually, the cable, I don't know if I need to bring the fridge out. The cable will reach. So I'm actually going to run this on the 12 volt on this system as well. It's got both. Okay, so now I'm going to run this 12 volt and the Starlink is running 220 volt. So I'm going to put this actually back inside because I don't need it outside at all. Perfect. All right. And now we just wait. Okay, I've got my thermarest, so let's get the rest of the bedding done. Bruce's dog bed and my pillow. Okay, my Nemo pillow. This is just the best pillow I have ever used. I think it's the Nemo Pillow King. Self-inflating, but you can blow it up as well. My thermarest pad. Have a comfy mattress to lie on tonight. I'll inflate that later, just before bedtime. Got Bruce's mattress, so he's got a comfy bed to lie on. That's Bruce's bed. Okay, so I'll put that there. This thermocell is working now. There are no mozzies, nothing in here. So I'll just leave that running there. Whew. I think I need a beer. Oh, time for my beer. It is so nice. Damn it, Brucey. It's so nice to be out of the wind. It's howling just over there and over there. And here it's just dead calm. It's beautiful. Cheers everybody. Thanks for coming. Oh. Batch brewing all day. IPA. It's just so pretty. The sound of the waves, stunning. And now there's no one around. It's just me and Bruce. Those guys are finished. No more trucks. Beautiful. And the waves, it's just right. It just sounds right. So I think what I need a cup of coffee to go with this beer. So I've got two things. I've got an electric kettle and I've got gas. The gas is so nice and quiet, and I don't want to burn up, just totally use up all of the power in those 2 power banks. So let's use gas. So I've got this new Japanese gas cooker, gas grill. Look at that, it's a work of art. Look at that thing, so pretty. Iwatani. Okay, so the beauty of this one is, and if you remember, like my last camp, it was so cold, the butane wouldn't work in the cassette one of these that I had. But this time, this one has a little heater built into it, a little conduction heater. So what happens? Oh, now I've gone and broken it. Oh, there you go. So what happens is it conducts. The flame touches this sort of. Let me show you. Oops. What have I done? Have I broken my new heater? I think I have. Oh, that's not good. I think I've broken it. The cover. Oh no, I haven't. It's meant to do that. Okay, I see. All right. So there's a conductive plate here. This gets hot or warm because the flame here transmits it to here, so it keeps the cartridge warm. I don't know if I just broke this. I don't remember it coming off like that before. Oh, I can't remember. And this is magnetic. So it just holds it in place. And then you can just stick your spare capsule there. Okay. Water and kettle. Right. The wind is it's just howling over there. It's incredible. But in here you wouldn't know it. Oh, I'm loving this. So far I'm loving this setup as well. Having my awning, having this big tent. Yes, I've got a rooftop tent that I could use, but the whole point of the rooftop tent was really that's for places that are inaccessible. You know, you can't set a tent up, sort of rocks on stones, riverbeds, that sort of stuff. Good sign. So it's got a windproof, 2 windproof plates. I guess they're working. So hopefully that won't take long. Okay, cup and coffee. I'm still getting through these Korean coffees that my subscriber sent me from New York. She's from New York, but the coffees are Korean. Maxim. I hope you can hear me. I might have to turn the volume up a bit. I turned it right down just because, well, the sound of the wind. So let me just turn the volume up on this a bit. Hold on. Okay, how's that? Hopefully that's better. Comfy, aren't you? He's very happy. I've never seen him so content at a campsite before. I mean, he has had a good play. He's had a good run around while I was setting up the tent. And it is almost his DINNER time. But not yet. Not yet, Brucey. So welcome back everybody to this camp. Yeah, as I said, it's been a long time. A lot has happened in these 8 weeks, most of which I'll talk about at cigar time later. But we've had a lot of damage everywhere. We've had property damage, the roads are damaged, all the campsites are damaged. Okay, Bruce, lie down. There's just carnage everywhere. Even getting here, the road is closed. I had to get a permit, get access to come here. And only 4-wheel drive, high clearance vehicles are allowed through with mud terrain tires. I mean, the road was bad before. It's not sealed, it's a gravel road, but now it's really bad. Which is probably why there's nobody here. Because you need a permit really to be here. So that's why I've got the whole beach to myself. Amazing. And for those that don't know, yes, we're in New Zealand. We're at the top of the South Island of New Zealand. And it is, what's the date? 20th of September. 20th of September, so, Majesty the Queen's funeral was last night for us here. I'll discuss that at cigar time. But right now, I'm going to kick back, enjoy my coffee, rest of my beer, put my sweater on because it's getting a bit chilly. I haven't got a fire to set up because it's too windy, it's too dangerous. And I knew it was going to be pretty windy, and this is not a great spot to have a fire. But it's getting chilly, so I will put my sweatshirt back on, my hoodie. Other than that, I'm just going to chill out, look at the waves, and I'll bring you back probably for dinner. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Means a lot to both of us. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let me just pan that up a little bit. How's that? Better? Good. Time for Bruce's dinner. Let's get some lights on in here. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. Right, Brucey wants his dinner. Let me just get his bowl. Okay. So for Bruce's dinner, we've got his regular dog food, and we've got the special packets of nude. This stuff is superb, it really is. It's premium, made in New Zealand, organic. And this one is salmon. Still a bit low, aren't I? Hold on. Is that better? Good. All right, Brucey, you hungry? Give you a good sized dinner, Bruce. No one can see you down there. You can't see him, but he's sitting so nicely. So it's got veggies in, salmon. He absolutely loves it. So the wind has died down quite a bit. I think it will pick up again tomorrow. But right now it's pretty calm. Which is good because it was absolutely howling. Yum. You stir it around and it mixes in with all of his dry food. There you go. Delicious. Right, Brucey, where are we going to have this? Over there? Okay. Hang on. Go on then. Right, so while Bruce is having his dinner, it's time for me to have mine. So what I'm going to have is burgers. I'm going to do it a bit differently this time. I've got myself an induction cooker, induction top. Never used one of these before, but apparently they are the bomb. So that will plug into my EcoFlow. And that, Brucey. Now on full power, this induction top is 2 kilowatts, 2000 watts. And the EcoFlow can easily handle that. Because it's, oh, now I need to be able to see what I'm doing here. The EcoFlow is 3000 something. I can't remember what it is. It's a lot, more than I could possibly need. Okay, that works. Right, I need all my burgers and stuff out of the fridge. Okay, so I've got a red onion, some cheddar cheese, some Angus beef burgers, sesame bread rolls. Got the works. A chopping board. And my knife. Okay, so let's get cracking. Now, first things first, let's get Bruce's collar on. Bruce, come here. Come on. Let's put your collar on. So I can see where he runs off to all the time. Alright, good boy. Go on then, off you go. Right, let me lift you up just a little bit. Okay, and you can just see the pan, I think. In fact, let's move it over here a little bit. Let's see. Bruce, leave it. Go on, out of there. So Bruce is playing with the Starlink dish. Leave the dish alone. It hasn't done anything to you. Alright, so the plan is... Ah yes, right. That. And... tongs, good. You know what? This box is in the way. Nothing left in there. I've got so many boxes and stuff and junk. Ugh. Let's give myself more room. Okay. So apparently these things heat up sort of instantly. We shall see. So first of all, we need to get the onion on. So we're going to have cheeseburgers. Put that in the bin. Don't want Brucey eating it. Not that I think he would, but... How's the volume? I hope it's okay. I feel like I'm having a shout just because of how loud the waves are. And it sort of comes and goes with the tide, I guess. All right, let's crank this up. So now the EcoFlow is all ready. It's all switched on. The screens will probably come on to show me what's going on. And one thing I can show you with the EcoFlow, let me hook it up to my Wi-Fi, and then the app will show me what it's doing. Here we go. Okay, so I can see once it connects. Come on, you can do it. Just don't know why it's taking so long. I need to cook. I don't know. Anyway, the app would tell me what's going on with the device. It's definitely connected. Oh, there it is. Okay, it was just taking a little while to go through the router. Oh, according to this, it's got 2 days. 2 days worth of energy. Not sure if that's showing up or not. And it's showing the output as 82 watts. When I turn this on, the induction, and put it on 1200, you'll see that skyrocket. And it now says, let's see, there's a bit of a delay actually between what the app says and what the screen on the actual device says. So the screen on the device is 1220 watts. This is behind. So the app's not refreshing. Ah, okay, that might just be a software update that I haven't done. But it should tell you what it is. But on the screen that's up here, I can see exactly what's going on. 1200 watts it's using. So I've not got this at full. Wow, that does actually look like it's hot already. Yeah, let's give it a go. Wow! How? I'm going to have to research induction cooking, because that's amazing. That's faster than gas. So the only thing is, it's a slippery surface. The only thing is you have to use, I think it's steel pan. It's a very specific pan. Right, so that's at 1200. I'm going to turn it down a bit because I don't need it that hot. Okay, 800 watts. Because I don't want to really destroy the onions. I just want to soften them. So yeah, 800 watts. Oh, the smell of onions cooking. Oh. And then if I look on the screen here, it's showing me, yep, 1000 watt up and down. But it's having no problem whatsoever controlling all this. And the beauty of this is, because it's induction and it makes this contact with the plate using this induction cooker, unlike gas, it doesn't matter if it's windy. It makes no difference. Wind doesn't affect it. And this induction plate is so good. What is it? Westinghouse. I don't know where Westinghouse is from. Is it Australian? Is it American? Who knows? Okay, let's give that a bit more oil. Let me zoom that in a bit for you so you can see what I'm doing. Just in case you don't believe me, that is cooking. Ah, so I've taken it off the heat and it shuts it down. Wow, look at that, and it's back on again. Of course, because it forms an induction loop. Okay. So it beeps at you really irritatingly when you take it off the heat. And even that is too hot, 800. Right, we'll put it 600. Oh, it's 600 watts. I'm barely using any of the power from a battery bank, from the EcoFlow. This is too easy. But while we're doing that, I'm going to chop up a couple of burger buns. I want to just slightly toast my burger buns as well. That fan that you can hear is the fan in the induction cooker. So I think I'm going to have to turn this up quite a bit more when I put the burgers on. Talking of burgers, so I've got Angus, Heller's Angus burgers from New Zealand, grass fed. Right, let me grab a beer from the fridge. Now I was tempted to actually put bacon in as well. Okay, something's flashing at me here, hold on. Let me see if I can stop that. Okay. Yeah, I was tempted to put bacon in, but I'm going to have bacon in the morning. Alright, these onions are done. Yeah. I know. It makes this sort of fizzing sound when you put the pan on. Right, now what I need to do is crank the heat up. Actually, what I'm going to do is toast the burger buns first. Okay, let's do those on hot. It just, I can't explain how this gets so hot so quickly. Look at that. It's just done. That is crazy. Oh, I might never cook on gas again. I mean, that is toasted. Unreal. I'm loving it. Oh, look at that, toasted buns. Okay, so yep, that'll do. Okay. Ugh. Burgers are going on. Smoke. Ah. I'm going to turn these down to 800. So I think it just doesn't need to be that hot. In fact, I'm going to turn it to 600. Okay. 600 watts. It doesn't seem like that's much. Look at that. It's charred the outside of those already. That's unbelievable. What have I been doing all this time? I will turn them over one more time. I just think I nuked them on a very hot spot just then. E5. I don't know. What does E5 mean? Let's have a look. Okay, the beeping is annoying. Quick, quick. E5. Ceramic plate overheated. Allow the device to cool down. Turn off AC and then turn on again. Oh, what? I've barely been using it. What? I don't get that. How did that get so hot so quickly? That can't be right, surely. going to turn it back on and see what happens. Okay, I've just got it on low, 600. Ceramic plate overheated. Okay, let's get the cheese on there. Maybe if someone else has the same induction cooker, let me know in the comments if you've seen that error code before. Alright, we're almost there. I need my Heinz ketchup. Another subscriber sent me a bunch of these little silicone bottles, condiment bottles, really good. Alright, I can see Bruce because of the collar. Yeah, I think that's good. 600. It's not smoking. I'm going to leave it on there until the heat comes through and melts the cheese. Cheers, everybody. You gotta love these EcoFlow units. I mean, unbelievable. Let me check how much power is left here. I'll turn this around a bit so you can see them. See what they're doing. Gosh, a lot of moving parts here. Okay. So the left one, so the main one, you probably can't tell, but this one here is the backup, is the supplementary battery, the extra battery. That's 95% full, and the main one is 94% full. So they're still reporting 100 hours combined usage. You know, I'm never going to use them up. Never. Oh, struggling with the camera here. All right, where are we? Okay, these are cooking. I'm so excited to have a burger. Oh, I tell you what, it's chilly. I might get Bruce's blanket out and use that. Right, Brucey, if I use your blanket, gotta find it. Oh my God, the wind! Wow. Oh, the second you go around the corner here, the wind is howling still. Right, Bruce's one tigress blanket. It's his down blanket. I have been known to use it when it's cold and I'm sitting there at dinner. Don't judge me. He's warm enough. All right, how are we getting on here? It's sizzling. That error was a bit odd. Right, I might crank this up one more notch to 800. Because they've gone a bit quiet. Oh, there it goes. That's good. You can actually hear it when it's heating. Because it makes a sort of a tingling sound, vibrating sound. It's really weird. Okay. I'll probably need to heat my onions up again. Just quickly. All right, we're getting there. Cheeseburgers. Oh yeah. Waiting for the cheese to melt on burgers is just like watching paint dry. Come on. I think we're pretty much there. Okay, I think we are there. Well, I'm actually going to put the onions beside it, just to heat them up again. Don't want a cold burger. I think we're good to go. Yep. All right, let's get the cheese on, the burgers on, the buns. Come on. Give the onions a very quick blast. Heat them up again. Okay, let's shut this down. I should do this in the plate. Okay. Lashings of Heinz tomato ketchup. And there we have 2 delicious cheeseburgers with onion. Okay. Let us retire to the dining table. Put my blanket on, or Bruce's blanket on. Okay, so I'm covered here. Can you see me, everybody? I'm okay there? I might need to just turn the brightness up a little bit. Hold on, I'm getting there. Oh, this is difficult. Oops, sorry. I'm having all sorts of struggles here with the camera. There you go. I hope that's better. It can see me, I know it can. All right, cheers everybody. Cheeseburgers with onion. Oh my. You know what? The toasted buns, that slight bit of burning, taste like this has just come off a barbecue grill with charcoal. Oh God, it's delicious. That's the best burger, honestly, hands down, not joking. Best burger I've ever cooked on a camping trip, ever. Might be the best burger I've ever had. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brucey. I've no idea where Bruce is. Bruce! Hey! Hello! You had your dinner, and you had lots. He's having a great time. This is just superb. I don't know if you can see him. Just wow. Oh, I'm so glad my first dinner back from 8 weeks of off of doing this was burgers. I was really torn. I thought, shall I do pizza instead? This was the right call. It doesn't get much better, honestly. Look at this. I am warm now. No wind coming through here. I've got Brucey with me. Great tent. Brilliant truck. EcoFlow. Battery system running everything for me. And the sound of the waves. And no one around at all. He's going nuts. All right, everybody. I'm going to bring you back, after I've had this, I'll bring you back for cigar time. See you then. Oh, welcome back, everybody. That was an epic dinner. All right, it's cigar time. I need to get a hot chocolate on the go. Oh, this heater is so powerful. Hot chocolate. It's calmed down. The wind's not so bad. There are a lot of bugs about. A lot of moths and stuff like that. A few videos ago, quite a long time ago actually, I used a insect catcher, moth catcher. I should have brought that with me again. Okay, now what I might do is just turn the volume up. Oh no, looks like it's okay. All right, I just can never tell if the volume's loud enough. You see, the thing is, I've got it turned down as much as I can because of the waves, because they're so loud. All right, so hot chocolate is ready to go. Let's get a cigar. Again from Christine in, I think it was PA, Pennsylvania. My cigar box, it's just beautiful. I love this thing. And I'm gonna have, actually another one that she sent me, a Don Diego. Let's give it a go. Don Diego. I'm not sure where it's from, but the fact that she sent it from the States means it's not Cuban. And I can't really see the label. It's a bit too dark here. But Don Diego, I'll have to Google it. Hey Brucey, hey, come here. Come and say hello to everyone. Come up here. Come up. Hello. Yeah. It's pointless. You'll never. He's running around like crazy. He's having a great time. He wouldn't stay put even if I asked him to. It would be miserable if I did. And now I've started talking, he's going a bit nuts. Ah. Smells nice. The last one I had that she sent also, I can't remember what that was. Was that Don Diego as well? I can't remember. It was very smooth. Very smooth indeed. So what's been happening in the world? Gosh, so much in these 8 weeks. It's unbelievable. I want to start on a couple of somber notes, I'm afraid. Needs must. As I mentioned earlier, the Queen, God bless her. I am British, even though I live in New Zealand, and the Queen passed away a week ago. It's quite gutting. You know, for as long as I can remember, the Queen's been in my life. Every single Christmas, I watch the Queen's speech. Every single Christmas. So, yeah, huge. Look, everyone's probably spoken so much about it now. Everybody's probably completely fed up with talking about it now and hearing about it. The funeral was last night. It's a fantastic, amazing funeral. I think the United Kingdom did a fantastic job. I don't think anybody does pomp and ceremony better than Britain does. It was excellent, mind-blowing what they did, how they organised it all, from Balmoral coming down all the way to the funeral. Proud to be British. It really did make me feel proud to be British. So, congratulations to the UK for producing such an amazing event. And as I said, I'm sure everybody's kind of like over it now, talking about it now. It has been pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And I'm sure quite a few people are starting to rebel about the whole thing just because it's just all the news, especially if you're, you know, living where I do or in the UK. Maybe not so much in the States. Anyway, it's, yeah, it's done. It's fantastic. Very smooth cigar. Now, it's boiling. Here we go. It's very quick. I'm loving this new gas heater. Gas cooker. Very good. So, yeah, I said there were two somber things I just wanted to mention because I haven't had a chance to mention. I put posts out on my community page and on Instagram. I wasn't going to make a dedicated video just because I didn't think it was appropriate to do that. I thought I'd just mention it in one of my videos. Many of you know I follow a guy and have followed him for a while, Steve Wallace, Camping with Steve. Followed him in the UK. That's where I started when I was looking after my dad, who had cancer, and I was there for 5 months, just over 5 months, 5.5 months, taking care of him and watching a lot of YouTube videos. It was lockdown at the time, COVID lockdown, and I watched loads of videos, a lot of Steve's videos, and took a lot of inspiration from him, what he does. He's a totally different style to me, but inspiring nonetheless. And a short while ago, I guess it must be a month now, must be, I was driving into town and a comment popped up on my YouTube studio on my phone while I was driving. I just caught it out the corner of my eye, so I pulled over and someone said, "Have you seen that Steve's wife has died?" So I, like, what? Now, he's a young guy, he's younger than me. And sure enough, Steve, his wife's name is Jess. He always referred to her as beautiful wife. She didn't like to be on camera, just like my wife doesn't like to be on camera. Went to bed, everything was fine, and in the morning woke up and she'd passed in the middle of the night. Now, obviously, she was a massive part of his life. She probably got him to where he is now with her support, her ideas, her creativity, her love, everything. So, a huge loss for Steve. And it also made me think very long and hard. And honestly, to be honest, I took it quite hard. Just because it made me think of my wife, Anne, and my son, Brandon. And how would my life be affected if I lost them, if I lost my wife, if I lost Anne? And it put me in a bit of a downer, I have to say, for a few weeks. I just wasn't motivated to go out at all and camp, do anything like that. Didn't really want to leave the house. So it's amazing how things like that affect you, but it did make me think a lot about how lucky I am to have what I have and to have my wife, and everything that we go through together and that we share together. I don't know what the future holds for Steve. I don't know if he'll find happiness again or love again, or whether he'll find the same sort of love and bond as he had with Jess. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would cope, what I would do. I don't know how he will. Will he get through it? I don't know. I guess he has to. But I wish him all the best. It's going to be hard for him. I don't know how he's going to bounce back from it. But good luck to him. And yeah, I haven't had a drink all this year. And so, combination of the Queen and Steve's wife passing, I am going to have a toast to both of them. My first drink of this year. It's a New Zealand whiskey, Thompson whiskey, bought for me by a fellow YouTuber, Corey, Sea West Camping. And this is the first drink I'm going to have. I thought it would be fitting to have this, given the occasion. And good luck to Steve. I really hope you find happiness again, Steve, and love. Yeah. I can't imagine. Honestly, can't imagine. And to the Queen. Cheers. Wow, that whiskey was a bit of a shock to the system. I haven't had that for a long time. Well, since last year. Shock to the system. Okay. All right. Let's move on. I'll move on to comments. Answering some comments. Frequently asked comments. Okay. Oh, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Dave and Lynn in Christchurch. Anne and I were in Christchurch on holiday. So what was this, 8 weeks ago? We rented a camper van and we went down through the South Island. Bruce, what are you doing all the way over there? Come on. God, Bruce is miles away. You can see his collar. Bruce! Wow, that whiskey. Whew. Strong stuff. Come on. Anyway, we went for a walk in town, and this couple came up to us and recognized me. So Dave and Lynn, shout out to you in Christchurch. All right, so a question that I get a lot when I go camping, especially wild camping. Oh, it's hot. Is because I leave the car just parked on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. People ask me, is it safe? Am I not afraid that it's just going to be stolen, vandalized, or whatever? No. Look, New Zealand's not perfect, far from it. It's got its major problems, it really does. But the areas that I go to, you're not going to have those problems. You're just not. So, yeah, we are in the middle of nowhere. People aren't out there, and the people who are out there are people who work on the farms or whatever. It's perfectly safe. Never had an incident, never heard of an incident. In the areas where I live and where I go to. Are there parts of New Zealand where, yes, it would definitely get stolen, vandalized, everything else? Absolutely. In fact, there are some very dangerous parts of New Zealand. There's a lot of gang crime here. When you took per capita, the gang crime here is pretty bad. It's just not where I live and not where I am. So yeah, there are problems here. Hello, Bruce. Nice of you to come back. But, yeah, not where I go. My last video, I had a big fire pit. It was freezing cold. I was camping in the roof tent. And yeah, it was very, very cold, and I had a massive, massive fire roaring. And it was quite close to the truck. It was a couple of meters away from the truck. A few comments saying, isn't that very dangerous? Couldn't the petrol tank explode? So the truck is diesel. The truck is diesel. The fuel tank is way over there. It's tucked away. It's reinforced, ultra long distance fuel tank. Honestly, not a problem. You don't have to worry about having a fire within a couple of meters of the truck. No, not a problem at all. Freedom camping versus campsites. Again, some other comments. And I think these are from Australians who are coming to visit and want to know what to do. Freedom camping in your vehicle has been clamped down on across the whole country because quite a few foreigners turned up and ruined it for everybody. Left a mess, parked wherever they wanted, nightmare. So to be honest, it's actually now quite difficult to freedom camp. Basically just park up and camp wherever you want. It's not allowed in most places. You can get a fine. You have to pretty much go to campsites. If you go to a site like this, where there's toilets, everything's okay. Other areas, there are freedom camping areas, but it's got to be a self-contained vehicle. Even if I have my own toilet, this will never be classified as self-contained vehicle because you have to be able to stand up in the vehicle and it has to be a fully enclosed toilet area. So, no, they're clamping down on it. Another comment. A few comments about this. Can you please show us the knots that I use? So, the knots and the carabiner system and the cord that I use to do a lot of my wild camps. I've sort of created my own setup with that. I have shown briefly how to do that carabiner thing. I just can't remember which video it is in. But I always do a close-up of it, and it's pretty self-explanatory. As far as knots go, I just use one knot, and that's the, I think it's Canadian jam hitch or whatever it's called. As Joe Robinette always used to say, 2 on the inside, 1 on the out. Is it 2 on the inside, 1 on the out? Yeah. Was it 2 on the outside, 1 on the... Yeah, 2 on the inside, 1 on the out. That's all I ever use. That's the knot. Honestly, I'm not into complicated knots. I'm not into learning loads and loads of knots. That's what I do. If you want good knots, go to Corporal's Corner. He has so many videos covering knots. It's unbelievable. And he always covers the different knots he's doing on every single video. So for knots, Corporal's Corner, Sean Kelly. Do catch and cook. Do fishing and catch and cook. I'm not into fishing. It's never been a thing. I go out on a boat sometimes with friends and do some fishing. But honestly, it doesn't interest me that much. I hate having stinky, fishy hands. It's a lot of aggravation, a lot of hassle. And I just, honestly, I can't be bothered. It's just not my thing. Also, I'm just not a huge fan of fish. I just prefer meat, really do. And if I'm gonna cook some fish, it might just be salmon, or I might make fish and chips, in which case I'm just gonna go and buy the fish. Very boring, sorry about that. Let me just adjust the screen. It's having a bit of a moment here. I'm not sure why. I hope that wasn't just completely out of focus that whole time. It's very difficult doing all this, you know. Camping, setting all this up, and running a complex camera. So yeah, I'm not into catch and cook, not into fish, really. So it's just not going to happen. Honestly, it's not going to happen. And there are so many channels that do it. You know, Mav does loads of fishing. Outdoor Boys, he does loads of catch and cook. Luke at Outdoor Boys. Finally on the comments, what is the watch that I wear? And what's happened to my Rolex? I have a Rolex Deep Sea Dweller Deep Sea, which I love. And I was wearing that a lot. And then, the more training I was doing, the more I was tracking different things, I switched up. So I use, it's an Apple Watch. That's it, just an Apple Watch. It's just got a different case on it. I do have a new one coming, the Ultra, Apple Watch Ultra, or Ultra Watch, or whatever it's called. I think that's coming this week. It's more rugged, so I'll be switching to that one. So yeah, that's all the comments. So what's been going on while I've been away as well? Well, yeah, we had all these storms. People have been asking me where I am, and I do put comments out, honestly. I put community posts out saying what's happening on YouTube, and I put out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Now, a lot of you obviously can't see those or don't look for those things. If you watch YouTube on TV, then you'll never see my community posts. You have to use the YouTube app, go to my channel, to my community tab, to see what my updates are. And it's the same on the iPad, same on the iPhone. There's a community tab on the YouTube app. But I always keep that up to date. Yeah. And the latest video, I posted a little short of me using a digger. So I bought so we just keep having this damage. We keep having slips. We're in a very slip prone area. We've had horrendous weather. And the rains that happened a couple of months, a month and a bit ago, I guess, yeah, they were catastrophic. Insane damage, and I'm just sick to death of being stuck. And we have to call contractors out to dig us out. or repair the land or whatever, and it's getting harder to get them, and they're charging more and more. So I bought an old digger. I think it's what, a 2017 Bobcat 5-ton excavator digger. It's a powerful beast, and it does everything I need to do, and I've been learning how to use that. And so I've been regrading our driveway, clearing slips, fixing gullies, putting in drainage. Well, I'm about to start putting in the drainage with it. So that's where I've been. I've just been so busy. And then I had to take my heavy goods vehicle license so I can drive and put the digger on a truck if I had to, or rent a big truck. I've been using a compactor roller that I've rented. So lots and lots of stuff that I've had to repair at the house. I did say that I was going camping a week ago, and I packed and I drove from Bruce, and we got about 45 minutes away, and we were going to go and camp by the river. And I called Anne, and I just said, you know, I can't stop yawning. I don't know what's wrong. And I still had 2 hours to drive. So I said, yeah, I don't know. I just can't stop yawning. So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to come back. And it is a good job I did. I got home, and then that night I had a fever, and I had food poisoning, and it really hit me quite hard for about 3 days. So that happened as well. So there should have been a video a week ago, and it was going to be a wild camp, because I love the wild camps. I love the car camps, they're brilliant, but I love the wild camps because you're guaranteed to be in nature, in the forest, and I love that spot by the river. It really is my go-to happy place, there and the tops. Tops, it's just a lot of work. it's 3 hours of climbing, and it's hard going. And it was going to be snowing, and I thought that'd be nice to get my final snow video of the year. And for those that don't know, New Zealand is southern hemisphere, so our winters are reversed to your northern hemisphere. So middle of winter here is actually July, August. Now we're in September, so we're coming into, well, we're in spring. So that happened. So everything has just conspired to stop me from putting videos out. And now the problem is that so many sites, campsites, are closed, inaccessible, because the roads are washed out, destroyed, just like trying to get here was very difficult. So I've got to try and find new spots. And also I couldn't do the wild camp up the tops or by the river because the huge bridge that I crossed to get there completely washed away. A huge segment of it washed away in the floods in that huge storm. And it's the bridge that I camped near on my last camp trip, where it was freezing with the roof tent and the big fire. It was that river that flooded, that took out the big bridge. Can't even imagine what it would have been like if I'd been there. Wow, that river is insane. And that's the one that I crossed and stalled in the middle of. So it's very dangerous. And you know, that was once a few videos back, I bailed early. I got the hell out of there because I was worried about this storm coming in. That's the power, you see. I wouldn't be able to cross that river for maybe a couple of days, 3 days. So I take this stuff very seriously, safety, and also I'm responsible for Bruce, so I'm just not going to risk it. So yeah, things have conspired against me, so I haven't been able to do the camps. But don't worry, because I'm back now. I'm refreshed. I've learnt a lot. I've enjoyed using the digger. I've got new gear. So let's talk about this setup. What a setup. I'm really pleased with this. It hasn't really rained. It was a little bit of rain. But I've got a feeling it's going to rain either in the night or tomorrow morning. I would mind if it didn't rain. I'd be quite happy if it didn't rain. So this table is what I used last time. I love the table. That induction cooker, wow, brilliant. Just need to work out why it said it was overheating when I had it on so low. That's just some sort of bug, error. I'm not sure. I'd be interested to know if anyone else has had the same problem. But definitely that's the future way to cook, is induction cooking. Those burgers were delicious, but that was because I really toasted the bun well. And the charcoaly flavor of that burnt bun, wow, really good. And the Angus beef burgers. Got my extra EcoFlow gear. Thanks to EcoFlow for sponsoring this video. Powering absolutely everything, my Starlink, the works. And it's going to power breakfast. Wait till you see what we're going to have for breakfast. You can probably guess, but it requires using the EcoFlow to do it. And the tent. You guys haven't seen the Wawona 4 for a long time. I only used it once. Was it once or twice? Well, I think I've only used it once. And that was actually in the same spot. Just over there, about 100 meters that way. And I had a massive tarp. But I don't really need the tarp anymore, because I've got the awning built into the truck, which is superb. I love using this thing. And it's got that, you can see this behind me here is attached to the awning, and that goes down to the ground, stops any wind coming through at all. So wind is a killer. I hate the wind. I really hate the wind. I don't care how much it's raining, as long as it's not windy. And that stops the wind, 100%. So it's kind of it's kind of a bulletproof setup the way it is now. Having the tent here. Yeah, it's a great setup. All right, everyone. Well, I tried not to be too somber, too miserable on my cigar chat. I had my one swig of whiskey, which was delicious. Got it in this little titanium canister. It's amazing. But one is enough when it's your first drink for for the whole of the year. You might be saying, oh, but you had a beer earlier. Those are non-alcoholic beers. Brewed as non-alcoholic. Oh, and my new gas burner, which is also very good. In fact, I'm going to have another hot chocolate. And it's windproof, which I love. And it will work in the freezing cold. I can't wait to test that. Although I don't know when we're going to have another freezing cold day here, because we're in spring now. But it happens. It's New Zealand. 4 seasons in one day. All right, everybody. I'm going to chill out, have the rest of my lovely cigar, have another hot chocolate, might watch a movie, and I'll bring you back for bedtime. Thanks again for being so loyal. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to say is thank you to everyone who has supported the channel. And I'll put your names here or here, probably here. Thank you to all the YouTube members that sign up to the channel. Not just subscribers, but they're paid up YouTube members. Thank you to all the people who bought us treats on Buy Me a Coffee. Those treats are fantastic. They go to cigars, hot chocolates, things like that. The alcohol, the beers. They go to Bruce's treats. Bruce gets lots of treats, and they will come from Buy Me a Coffee. And also thank you to everyone who's bought merch. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers. I love the fact that the Brucey stickers are all over the world. As I said, a person in Virginia said, oh, I'm driving along and the guy in front's got a Brucey sticker on the rear window. That cheers me up. That's kind of funny. So thank you again, everyone who's done that, that's bought these different things and helped and contributed to us spending all this money on this gear. It's much appreciated. So again, thank you to everybody. All right, everyone. I'm gonna have another hot chocolate. Bring you back for bedtime. Right, time to pump up my air mattress. with my little pump here. Should only take about a minute. Temperature's really dropped. It's single digit centigrade now. You see how cozy Bruce looks under his blanket. He doesn't need the blanket at all, but it is quite drafty in here. And I just want him to be comfortable. And he looks sleepy already. He's been out having such a great time. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Comfy pillow. This is a 0 Fahrenheit bag. I'm gonna be toasty in here. And it's actually a quilt. It's like a half and a half. Toasty. Okay, catch you at bedtime. Oh, welcome back everybody. It's late. It's time for bed. Thank you, Brucey. It's cold, isn't it? Not for you, under your blanket. He's very snug. Yeah, I just watched a bit of a movie. Oh, I'm so tired now. Late. Right, everybody. Very comfy. It's very cold outside of the bag. Listening to the waves. It's so peaceful. It's nice. It's a nice background noise. Okay, so unless anything major happens in the middle of the night, which I don't think it's going to, the wind seems to have completely stopped. There's no wind blowing the tent anymore. Fingers crossed for a really nice morning for breakfast. There might be a little bit of rain, but just as long as there's no wind. Bruce, what are you doing? Bruce, are you going to say goodnight? It's bedtime. Alright everybody, see you in the morning. Night everybody. Night night Brucey. Night everyone. Morning Brucey. Morning. Morning everybody. Oh, stretch. Had a good sleep. Very comfy. Morning. Morning. Thank you for my kisses. Yeah, had a good sleep, although Bruce woke me at about 4. He needs to go out urgently to the toilet. I think he had a bit of diarrhea. He's been eating something dodgy. Haven't you? Mm? Anyway, it got really cold in the middle of the night. Really cold. Excuse me. But I was warm because this thick quilt. And it's windy now. The tent's moving quite a bit, unfortunately. But that's okay, because it will dry off all the condensation. Less for me to do. And there is a lot of condensation. Well, there was at 4 o'clock this morning anyway. All right, time to get up and go and get a coffee on. I'll bring you back for that. Oh, Brucey, morning. Oh. Hello, Brucey. Right, let's get a coffee on. and let's get Brucey's breakfast done. It's an overcast morning. It's not too cold. It was much colder in the middle of the night. It was clear sky last night. And then we had some rain, which was bizarre at about, I don't know, 5 a.m. It rained for about half an hour, and then now it's just overcast. But everything held up. There was no pooling on the tarp, nothing at all. It was all good. And this was all dry. My seat was dry. It was under the awning. I've had pooling on the awning before, but not this time. It was all good. Okay, Brucey's breakfast. Yeah, so Bruce needed to get up middle of the night. I think he was desperate for the toilet, and he woke me. So Bruce doesn't bark when he wants your attention. He sort of pants, or he wags his tail really hard. So you've got to listen out for that. It's not that he's happy to see you, it's that he wants you to do something for him. But yeah, he doesn't bark when he needs something. He only barks as warnings. All right, Brucey, another yummy breakfast for you. So this mixes in all by itself when you stir it, like when you spin it like this. Bruce's breakfast. There you go. Okay. So there's quite a lot of sandflies around, so I've got a couple of the thermocells on the go. Let's get rid of them. So what I'll do is get a coffee on and then take Bruce for a walk down on the beach, which you'll love. And I'll probably walk down there with my coffee. So it was a great night. It was really comfy sleep. That king camp bed, very comfortable. Yeah. I mean, obviously I have a mattress on it. You've got to have a mattress on it if all your heat goes through the bottom of those things. So you've got to have some sort of foam pad or mattress. I've got that Thermarest mattress, which is superb. And I was warm in my quilt. I did clip it up at one point, middle of the night, because it was just so cold. Just suddenly, temperature plummeted. Yeah, but then the rain came and it got milder, so I was comfy. I love that tent, I really do. Actually, the Wawona 6, this is the Wawona 4-person, the Wawona 6 has a lot of space, it really does. It's an all-round brilliant self-enclosed tent. But if you've got all this other stuff, if you've got this awning attached to the truck, you don't really need all that front bit of the Wawona 6. So the Wawona 4 is fine, plenty of room in there, big enough for me and Bruce. It's a lot more simple to set up and put down than the Wawona 6. Plus this is self-standing, you can move this around. The Wawona 6 you can't really, once you've got that canopy on, that awning at the front, you can't move it around. It's just a lot more complicated a tent. This is a lot more simple. And it's got a nice overhang, so if it is raining and it's straight down, not windy, the rain won't come in even with the door zipped up. Okay, so let's get this coffee going and then we'll go for a walk on the beach. Oh, I'm looking forward to this coffee. Just got to wait for Brucey to finish his breakfast. It is so good to be back. Oh, I've missed it. I've missed camping. I can't wait to go back to some other spots. My favourite wild camping spots. And car camping spots as well. and maybe another tour somewhere else really remote in New Zealand would be good. Maybe to the west coast of the South Island for a couple of nights. And then I've got the option of using a tent or using my roof tent. The roof tent is great in those situations where you just cannot set the tent up on the ground, where it's rocky, you're on a hill, all sorts of things, you know. You want to be in and out quickly, you don't want to be faffing with it. If it's really chucking with rain, then you don't want to be setting a tent up. No, if it's really chucking with rain, you can just pop this thing up and get in, and you're done. So it does have its advantages, and I can't wait to use it again. I haven't used it since that last time, 8 weeks ago. Finished your breakfast, Bruce? You want to go for a walk? Should we go for a walk on the beach? Yeah? Right, we're going to go for a walk. Catch you in a bit. Bruce, going down on the beach. Ah, hey. Bruce, come on. Come on, down you go. Oh. Ah. This beach is so loud. It's amazing. Come on, Bruce. Oh. Check it out. It's just beautiful here. I'm so lucky. Bruce, what are you doing? What you doing? Ready? Go, 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 go. Go on, Bruce, go, go, go. Is that it? You're not going for a swim? Eh? You're not going for a swim? No? Oh well, it's not going for a swim. Stunning. Alright, I'm going to have my coffee on the beach. I'll come back to you for breakfast. Right, Bruce? So excited. Okay, welcome back everybody. Right, time for breakfast. And what we've got, I've got my induction cooker here ready, and I've also got my waffle maker. I'm gonna have waffles. Oh yeah. We're not messing around on this one. We're gonna make maximum use of this EcoFlow. Okay, let's go and plug this in. Now what I should actually have done is brought over a extension socket, which I'll get. Okay, plug this in the back of it. Alright, that's better. Right, you can easily reach it now. Yeah, I recommend if you're going to get this EcoFlow battery pack, then get yourself one of these gangways. Just makes it a lot easier, because you want to see the displays to see how much power is left and what's going on, but you need access to the back. Okay, so induction is on. The waffle maker I'll plug in but not switch on yet. We'll do that last. I can't run both of these at the same time. Or can I? Hang on a second. Okay, the waffle maker uses 900 watts. So the waffle maker uses 900 watts. The induction plate goes up to 2000, but I could turn it down to 1000 watts. So yeah, I can run them both at the same time. Okay, right, let me get the bacon from the fridge. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, bacon. Okay, let's make the mix. This car camping, I'm telling you, it's so easy compared to wild camping. And for families, this is the way to do it. Uh-oh, I've just realised I've made this way too runny because I emptied half of the solution out and put it in another box. Oh no! I've just put twice as much water as I need to in here. Alright. So what does that mean? It means I'm going to have to burn off the water, because this is just going to be... It wouldn't be me if I didn't screw something up. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's crank this up. You're going to hear fans come on and everything now. Okay, we'll crank it up, and then what I'll do is I'll just keep adding the pancake mix, the waffle mix, because... Let me just pan this up a bit for you. Because it'll burn off some of that water. So this is going to take ages to burn this all off, the water. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. I thought it was a different one. So what happened was I emptied half of the powder into another container. Bruce, come on! Into another container because I was going wild camping a while back. And I only wanted to take half. And I forgot. And I've just... I mean, look. It's like soup in there. That's a very, very, very thin batter. Oh well, it'll work. Okay, so the EcoFlow, I can hear it, the fan. 800 watts this is drawing right now. Alright, so still I've still got tons of power. I can run all of this, I could do another night's camp. I'm still at 70% power after all that. And running the fridge. Bruce, come on! And running the fridge and the Starlink all night. So Bruce has found something over there. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's a dead possum or something. Just leave it alone. But we will have another coffee. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wait till this comes up to temperature, pour it in, then burn the steam off. So I'll bring you back for that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything cranking now. So I'm going to turn... Now, I've got to make sure this doesn't trip, so let me just turn this off first. Okay, power on, and let's turn it down. Right, I'm going to put this on 1000. And then crank this back up. Okay, so I've now got both of these things running. And I'm using almost 1900 watts. Yeah. So I'm using a lot of power up right now. So I'm going to turn the bacon, once it gets hot enough, I'm going to turn the bacon down and just let the bacon sizzle away. What I need is for this to crank to say that it's ready. Right, you see that pan is hot already. Ah, okay, waffle maker is ready. Oh, check out the bacon. Wow, the wind just picked up out of nowhere. What can you do? You're by the beach. At least it's not very cold. Alright, this could be a disaster because of the amount of water in here. But it should burn the water off quite quickly. So I don't want to actually close the lid yet. Usually you close the lid straight away, but I want to try and steam off some water first. Otherwise it's all just going to come flooding out. I can't believe I did that. What a cock up. Wow, this induction cooking is so quick. How come I've never done it before? I have no idea. Alright, let's see how this goes. No, it's going to spill straight away. See? Bubbles out straight away. I'm just going to have to let it burn all that water off. What I'll do is I'll put it on max, see if I can get it to bubble. It is just all water. Oh, I can't believe I did that. So stupid. The other thing I can do, if it really comes to it, is just use another pan and make pancakes. Make a pancake, big pancake, and just let it burn off. Which I might have to do if I can't get this waffle to work. This looks awful. This is just not appetizing at all. It's sort of like jelly. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a pancake. And I'm going to do it on this pan here. Because I just don't think this is going to work. I've just put two... Oh. It would not be my channel if I didn't screw something up, honestly. Oh, I'm such a klutz. I can't believe I forgot that I emptied the powder out. Wow, this is cooking nicely, the bacon. I love this induction cooker. Look at this thing. It's just spilling all over the place now. It's just not working. That is definitely not working. If I close this lid, I have no idea what's going to happen. Maybe I should try and just see it explode. No, it's just going to be such a mess. No, got to give up on that. Give up. Turn it off. That was a disaster. Oh no. Just a disaster. Alright, this thing is smoking away, so hang on. Let's turn that right down. Alright, let's try again. Okay, I'm going to pour it all in there because I need as much powder as possible in there. I've just got to let that bubble. So I'll put it onto simmer. There is a simmer mode. There you go. Let's turn this down a bit. Wow, that cooked really quickly. Ah, splashing. Oh, what a disaster. That is disgusting. It's just a congealed, gross mess. I don't even want to show it to you properly on camera because it is, that just looks so horrible. Ah, I was really looking forward to waffles. Oh. I've got to make sure this pancake works. Okay, the bacon is done. So let's shut that down. And I've got more bacon if I have to. Right, I'll bring you back everyone when this thing is resembling a pancake. Okay, welcome back everybody. Alright, I have moved the pancake over to the induction top just so I can really control, because I couldn't see the flame. So what I want to do is, I don't want it to burn, so I need to get a way to get this fluid down to the bottom. So this is going to have to be done in two halves, I reckon. I'm going to have to flip it and let it leak and fold it over. That's the only way that I can get the water burnt off. There it goes. Okay. This is going to be the least appetizing looking pancake you've ever seen. But it's the only way to do it without burning it. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, it's going to look like mulch. But it'll be tasty. Not like this, which is now, oh, look at that. I've got to clean that when I get home. It's going to take forever. Okay, let's turn this up to 600. It's just so responsive, the heat on this. So responsive. And because it's so windy, I don't have to worry about the flame or anything. Alright, we're getting there. Come on, burn this water off. It is a semblance of a pancake. Underneath there is pancake. It's just going to look really disgusting until I can get it cooked thoroughly. Sort of like jelly. Okay, I'll bring you back when it's actually done. Because there's not going to be a pancake flip. Welcome to camping with Tony and Bruce. Although I can't blame Bruce for this, it's my cock up. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, welcome back everybody. I packed it down into like a massive pancake. And apart from just a little bit burnt on the bottom, I think I've got away with it. It's come out okay. Oh, I had to actually pack it down into like a potato cake. But it is a pancake and it is springy. Oh, that was amazing recovery. I've heated the bacon up. Okay. Oop. Now I'm going to actually have some butter on it for a change with some maple syrup. So let's get the butter on. I mean, it is similar to a waffle. Just looks a bit more gross. Okay, maple syrup. Lashings of maple syrup. Maple syrup makes everything better. There you go. The money shot. Oh, just get it in there. All in there. And there we have it. A really, really dodgy looking pancake. And for once I'm going to eat at my table. Let me move the camera around a bit for you. How's that? Now there are trucks coming left and right, so I'm keeping an eye on Bruce, so I'm keeping him just tied up next to me. Because the trucks are coming every few minutes. Although, they seem to have stopped. Okay, here we go. Butter's melting nicely. Bacon. Alright, let's try the pancake first. It is just a pancake. I mean, it's just too much water in it, that was all. Bon appetit, everybody. Fingers crossed. It's hot. It's a pancake. Tastes good. Just like it should do. Mmm. The bacon is really good. It's all good. It all tastes great. It just looks a mess. But it tastes excellent. I can't believe I screwed that up. I was meant to have waffles. I ended up with some sort of pancake. And it just looks grim. Does not look appetizing. Mmm. Okay, everybody. Want to eat this? I'll bring you back for packing everything up. Right, welcome back everybody. Okay, time for me to pack up. I've got loads to put away, so I'll bring you back when I'm just putting the tent down and the awning away. All this stuff, all my clutter, it's going to take a while to pack up, so I'll bring you back then. Yeah, this is going to take me a while just to sort this stuff out. So yeah, bring you back when I'm packing up the tent and the awning. And it's got windy and it's got cold. I've got to put my sweatshirt on. Okay, let's get on with this. Right, just packing everything up. I'm going to pack away the EcoFlow. I've unplugged everything now, and with the two batteries combined, connected by this massive cable, got 51% on the second battery, 44% on the first battery. So I could still run an entire another 24 hours easily with everything I was running, all my cooking, everything. So let's shut this down. All right, thank you EcoFlow. Done a brilliant job. Right everybody, everything is packed up. Now just got to deal with the tent. So get all the guy lines off, the pegs off, everything else, get the outer off, pack that all up, and then deal with the awning. So let's do the tent. stay here, Brucey. I think there's some rubbish somewhere over there and Bruce is going in it. Come on, over here, Bruce. Come on. Lie down. That's why he had to go to the toilet at 4 o'clock in the morning, because he's got a bad stomach. Because he's been eating bad stuff. Right, that's most of the pegs. That's all the pegs holding the outer, so I just got to pack the outer away. Someone made a comment on my last video where I packed up the awning and it was still wet. They said, oh, it's gonna rot. Honestly, I take it home and then I open it and I dry it. I don't know why that person didn't understand that. I've got to take all this stuff home and dry it. Okay, so now the tent. Now this might blow away, this could go badly, so we'll see. I think what I'll do is I'll leave it pegged in and I'll just take the poles out first. Again, 2 people, this would be a lot easier. come back. Right, that was pretty painless. Okay, just the pegs to take out, we're good to go. The wind is blowing that way, so it's coming across, so I'll take the outer pegs off first. Otherwise it will just blow all over the place. Should have opened the zip. It's a lot easier. Okay. Right, that's the tent done. This windbreak on the awning, unbelievable. It's so simple, but no wind comes through this at all. Definitely worth having. If you're gonna get an awning for your car, for your truck, make sure it's got a windbreak that can drop down as well. Okay, that's it for the pegs. Pegs and the hammer, all done. Yep. Okay, now we're going to put all the poles away. But before we do that, alright, we're almost there. Okay, I've just got to unhook the strap on this side and then that side. Okay, and then this one. All right, now, this is the tricky bit, lining this all up. Okay, now you don't actually fold, you don't roll this windbreak up, because then it doesn't fit in the bag. So you sort of fold it. If you roll it, it doesn't fit. Okay. Oh, it's hard work. Okay, that's pretty much it. Zipping it up though, nightmare. So sometimes I don't bother zipping it all the way. I just leave it half open so it dries on the way home. There we go. First few times I did that, oh, nightmare. Right. Bruce is ready to go home. You can't see him, he jumps straight in. Let me just pan it. He's ready, aren't you, Brucey? Ready for home. Right, let me get the other straps. Brucey, come on, come up here. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming on this one. It's been fun. It's been a little bit annoying having these trucks go past, but there's such a mess everywhere, it's got to be fixed. Hopefully it's not going to be another 8 weeks to my next camp. I want to try and get out there as soon as possible. I really want to do a wild camp. I really want to camp by the river, by the stream, and just chill out. Have a campfire, cook some good food, but just in nature, by the stream. So hopefully that'll be the next one. Thanks again everyone for coming. Thanks again to EcoFlow for sponsoring the video. Thanks to all the YouTube members, the Buy Me a Coffee members, and people who bought us treats, and everyone who's bought merch. Thank you very much, everybody, especially people who buy the stickers and the hoodies and stuff like that. We will catch you again soon, and I might even at the end of this video just show a little bit of the damage that's in the area and a quick shot of my bobcat digger and the area that I've cleaned up and fixed at home, and what damage we've still got to fix, how much work I've still got to do. All right, everybody, catch you next time. Stick around for the extra footage. Bye, everybody. Bye, Bruce. You gonna say goodbye? Come up here. Up, up, up. Hey. All right, bye, everybody. Brucey, should we show everyone the damage? All right, so as I said, I'll show you a little bit of the damage that's happened. You can see the road. It's completely collapsed here. It's down to a single lane. Except Bruce is in the way. You can't really see it, but yeah, single lane. And that's just one stretch. There's a lot like that. Isn't there, Brucey? Hey, Brucey? A lot of damage. So this was another massive slip. They have managed to clear a lot of it up, but it came from way up the hill there, down the road. That was pretty catastrophic. Half the road went there. They managed to rebuild a lot of that though. But then we come to a much bigger one around the next couple of corners. Okay, so this entire hill, all the way up there, came down across and wiped out everything below it. There were a few houses that got demolished. It was absolutely catastrophic. Huge slips just everywhere. And I don't know how long it's going to take to fix this road. It's all falling apart here. We're at half a road's width here now. So yeah, this is what we've been contending with. And this damage goes on for another 50 kilometers of damage like this. Massive slips and the road missing in a lot of sections. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we get to our place and show you what's going on there. So here's my digger. Bobcat. 5 ton. Does a great job. And I've got to learn it quite quickly. It's not going to stay here. I've had to fix all the damage up here. Hey Brucey. So all this fell down. We lost our driveway. There's all this stuff over the edge. I've had to repair it, roll it, and I've got to scoop all this out. Still got a lot to do. Quite a bit of damage. The driveway sank. It's dropped a whole foot. You can see I've had to make a ramp here. So I've had to build this up. And now I've got to lay drainage with all that pipe sitting there. And I've got to run drainage all the way back down where it's a complete mess. Isn't that right, Brucey? All right, look at the mess you've made. I'm gonna have to clean that. Okay, everybody, thanks for coming. See you next time. Bye, Brucey. Bye, everybody.